Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch U. Had a completely different video in mind for today, but then Nintendo announced a Direct for Wednesday. A very Donkey Kong Bananza specific Direct, kind of like we got for Mario Kart World right after they had announced it. So I guess we're going to talk about that today. Today. Um, and I know I'm probably like one of the last ones to the table here, but like I had to work late, and this is the soonest I could get to it. Um, but yeah, so Wednesday, June 18th at 6 a.m. Pacific time. Some of you guys might have to wake up early if you want to catch this while they're talking about it, while others of us will be at work listening to it on headphones or whatever. Um, for us here in Central Time, that's going to be 8 a.m. So, uh, yeah, good stuff. And sorry, might have to keep my hands busy with something. So, if you see me fidgeting, I don't know. It's a weird day. A lot of stuff on my mind. A lot of stress. So, just ignore me and just focus on what we're talking about, I guess. And I'll try to do the same. So we know a decent amount about Donkey Kong Bonanza. They talked about it in the Switch 2 Direct, and they showed off a lot of gameplay in the uh, Treehouse. I was trying to find my words there. The Treehouse presentation that was right after the Switch 2 Direct, and they were playing that for a couple days or 3 days or whatever. Um, and so we've seen a decent amount of this game. So, what could they possibly need to talk about for 15 minutes for a game that comes out next month? Which they typically do this whenever they have games that they feel like are bigger games. Um, they will do some kind of a direct beforehand. A lot of times it'll be a month or two before the release. So uh, with this, that's basically about a month. So it'll be the 18th, and sorry, I heard a crash, but I guess he's okay, so we're good. Um, so yeah, so being June 18th, and it releases July 16th. It's about a month. Um, so I think what I'd like to do today, kind of like what I did with the Mario Kart World one, I did some predictions for what they were going to talk about. I'm going to try to do some predictions this time and hopefully not be wrong on every single point that I made, because I thought there was, a lot more secrets to this game, and I thought there was going to be some awesome characters show up, new locales, mention of DLC, stuff like that. Nothing. We got like none of that. It was actually very plain and dry, and just basically going over everything that they showed off in the treehouse thing. They're just talking more about the same stuff we knew. So, do I think that they're going to do the same thing with Donkey Kong? I don't know. I hope not. I really hope not. Um, what I think will probably end up happening. I know we've got like glimpses of the bad guys through the trailers and the gameplay and stuff. I think so. My first prediction here. Let me go ahead and clarify that. We're gonna get like a deep dive into who the bad guys are, what their motivations might be, and even like the big baddie. I think we're gonna get a lot more details for that and the story and things. Um, I think I think that makes sense, but also, and I know I'm probably like sitting here like spitballing it, but it's kind of still fresh on my mind. Prediction number two. So I'm going to at least do three of these things because I got three. I think I had three. But prediction two. I think this is where we're really going to see the classic Donkey Kong characters and their roles within the game. And by that, like, I think one of the gameplay things showed Cranky at one point. so we might get a better idea what he's going to be doing and showing some stuff. But I think we're going to see Diddy. I think we're going to finally see Diddy in this game. Diddy Kong, not P. Diddy. I would hope not to see P. Diddy in this game because that would just be a bad time for everybody. He's like, run, you little monkeys, run. Um, but yeah, no. So we'll see Diddy Kong. He'll have some kind of purpose, whether that's an option for two-player, because it could. I don't know that Diddy would be able to break things like Donkey Kong, but being an assist character, I could see it, right? Because like in Mario Odyssey, if you do two-player, one person's Cappy, and you're just assisting the main character. It could be the same way, right? Diddy could go ahead and look for stuff, mark off spots in the map for places to check. He could probably pick up collectibles if they're not automatically drawn to you every time. Bad guys could help fight, kind of. Maybe like stun enemies. But that actually, it's really, really good option for Prediction 3. But just kind of the character stuff, right? So Cranky and Diddy Kong, maybe see characters like Funky Kong, maybe Candy Kong, Dixie Kong, any number of the Kongs from previous games. We could see them show up in some way. There could be a shop for buying things, so somebody's got to run that. There could be this. I mean, if they're gonna make you go to save points, but I feel like at this point in gaming, everything's just auto saved. So maybe somebody gives you hints, which is probably Cranky. Maybe upgrades to something. I don't know. But that could be that's prediction 2. And then yeah, now that I've said it, prediction 3, two-player. that there would be an option for a second player to join. Especially like if a younger player is wanting to play and they're not so great at Donkey Kong. That's where Diddy comes in. You have your older siblings or dad jumps in and plays as Diddy and assists, or dad's playing as Donkey Kong and you know, young child can't really play the game by themselves, but they could jump in as Diddy Kong and just kind of run around and whatever. So not like a super important thing, but I would like to believe that that's there. That's why we haven't seen Diddy Kong, is because they are gonna say that there's two-player, that there is an option for somebody to pick up a second Joy-Con, because again we've got the Joy-Cons, right, and two players, so easy to do. You go from one set of controllers, you just take one for you, take one for Junior or your buddy or whatever, and boom, you're playing two-player. That's prediction number 3. There was something else I thought, though. I'm trying to remember exactly what that was, because mine's been kind of all over the place. I'll remember it in a minute. You know, maybe there's other modes to this game, too. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like a side mini-game thing, or just like a sandbox style. Well, I don't know, because that's kind of the game, isn't it? Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not another multiplayer, single-player mode of any sort. Huh. Yeah, it's hard to make a prediction for what they're going to talk about that would be new for Donkey Kong. You would have the story. You might get a breakdown of what the characters are, or who the bad guys are, and that option for a second player to join in and assist. That might be it. That's so. I think that's what I'm gonna. Sorry for the stutter. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. That's my 3 predictions. Is story related, character and enemy related, two-player. So yeah. And I guess while we're talking about Nintendo Directs, I know a lot of people are trying to say like, oh, yeah, now that they announced the Splatoon thing last week, and this week they got a Donkey Kong Direct. I guess we're not getting a full Switch 2 Direct this month. I say bull honky, bull honky to all of that, because they've done this kind of thing before, and honestly, these kind of things, it feels like maybe they're gonna put that aside to talk more in detail about certain things, right? Um, Dragon Drive has to have more details because we have so very little. Like we have gameplay and the mechanics and stuff, but I feel like there's got to be more to that game. Otherwise, it's gonna be what like a $10 to $20 digital title, and like what was the point of that? Why build it up like it's this big game if that's all there is to it? So I still think there might be single player or arcade style or uh, customization, something's got to be there. Maybe there's actually like hidden sports, and it's not just all basketball, but that's all they showed us to give us like a taste, like a little taste of what they're wanting to do. Because it'd almost be a waste to just be wheelchair basketball. Like, even NBA games, you've got the campaign and playing against different teams and customization and like all kinds of other stuff. So there's got to be more to this than just straight wheelchair basketball. There's got to be. But they still got to talk about that. They got to talk about Dragon Drive. They've got to talk about. Uh, they don't necessarily need to give us more details about Metroid Prime 4. They just need to give us that release date. I feel like this is one of the longest things of them showing so much gameplay and so many details about a game and still not dropping that release date. And like, but what's the holdup, guys? Why are we still waiting so long for that release date? It's supposed to be 2025. 2025 is about half over, right? I doubt it's July because you got Donkey Kong. And I doubt it's going to compete against Pokemon in October. So that leaves August, which it would be competing against Kirby, but it's not like that's going to be a big seller. Most people are just going to get that $20 upgrade. So it could be August. It's a little short notice, but could be. It could be September. It could be November. But I think there's something else for November. I think there's something hidden they have not told us. Conspiracy theory level thinking. Because they always do something big for a holiday. And Switch 2 has nothing big that's exclusive that we know about, right? We have Kirby Air Ride, and we have Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which is not holiday level big. I think they tried to do that in 2020. It was not so good. And then the other two things, Pokemon Legends and Metroid Prime 4, are Switch 2 edition. Where's the point to buy a Switch 2 at holiday, especially if they're going to have restocks, if there's not some new big thing to play? I mean, this, I love that I can keep referring back to it. But that was the launch title, right? So if this didn't sell you in June to go out and pre-order and buy one, then this may not sell you in November, December, except for parents buying for kids when they couldn't have bought it in the summertime. I guess that, but it needs something to hook other players, to get other people wanting to jump into this new gaming ecosystem. So could be something good, but I don't think it's the Splatoon. I don't think that was it. They definitely kind of brushed that off as like this could be a good thing. You wanna play the side games for Splatoon? Not a big Splatoon. You wanna play the side game? But yeah, I don't know, man. I couldn't begin to guess what that big one is. I will eventually just do a prediction for either the June or July Direct, because we're gonna get one. We have to. There's too many unknowns past Donkey Kong to not get it. But there is still no guarantee that it's June, right? Because even with Switch One, we had the system launch at the beginning of March, and in April we had a big Switch 2 Direct. So if it's not June, it'll be July. And if it's July, probably be pretty close to, if not just past, the Donkey Kong release, because then their window is wide open and there's not anything but Pokemon left to fill the needs, and it's not gonna cut it anymore. You can't wait for September to have a Direct because you don't have games. So I feel like I might be kind of rambling a bit on the same points. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're still getting it. I think this is just, hey, let's stop talking about Donkey Kong. We've got some good things we're going to show you that you don't know yet, and we would love to give those some time, and give some time to these other games that are coming. So we'll see. We'll see how that works itself out. But that's, I think, all that I really got on this topic, especially the Donkey Kong one, because we'll see. But let's wait. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, buddy, you go play for a minute. Daddy's trying to finish up his video. You want to go play? Can't be in the video. Sorry, give that a second. Okay. So, yeah. I will probably do a video sometime after the Direct, probably the same day, to go over the fact that I'm probably still wrong, because that happens way too often for some reason. And then I would also like to, before they do a Direct for Switch 2 stuff, I'm going to do a predictions for that. Probably maybe like set up a bingo card or something. I know some people do that kind of thing, and that could be fun, and see if I get like anything right in that. We'll see. I'll put some thought into that. But for now, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below if you're excited for the Donkey Kong Bananza Direct, if you think it's stupid and pointless and we don't need it because we know everything we need to know about Donkey Kong. If you plan on picking it up, because I've got mine pre-ordered and paid off at GameStop, so I will be getting that day one and giving you guys at least the first initial thoughts. And if you plan on picking it up, tell me what you're most excited about for the game. If you don't plan on picking it up, let me know that too, and definitely tell me why or why not. Or if there's literally any other game-related things you want to talk about, you just put that on down below in the comment section, and we will talk about it. But for now, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.